Tea and toast and muffin rings, how are you? The fellas in Dublin go mad for some of that stuff after a hard day's work. Though, believe it or not, getting a jar in Dublin at certain times can be a bit of a problem. Of course, the markets can solve that for you. Nice, sensible places where insomniacs can gather at all hours to solve the problems of the world. Of course, there are other types of markets that have nothing to do with insomniacs or ishkabaha. They only sell clothes. I remember there was the ivy and the daisy, and now we have the dandelion.
Saunter on down by the Owl Market Square. You're bound to find someone you know rightly there. There's shops and there's stalls of all kinds down the lane. In the Dandelion Market, sure nothing's the same. The buskers are playing guitars, mandolins and singing their songs. The damsels in distress, the artist he sketches portraits. There are ladies' undies on display, the likes I've never seen in my heyday. And to beat it all, on another stall, you have copper and brass on display. Saunter on down by the Owl Market Square. You're bound to find someone you know rightly there. There's shops and there's stalls of all kinds down the lane. In the Dandelion Market, sure nothing's the same. Buy some waffles and fill them with jam. There's a gypsy and she'll reel your palm. There are boots and there's plenty of clogs to fit all the shapes that ever was. In Betty's shop, things are second time round. If you're after a swap or to part with your pound, on every stall you can have 'em all inside of the Dandelion Market. Saunter on down by the Owl Market Square. You're bound to find someone you know rightly there. There's shops and there's stalls of all kinds down the lane. In the Dandelion Market, sure nothing's the same.
The intricate movement of the tinker's hand, welding pots on common land. The impatient clatter of his hobbled cob, snorting hopelessly for long-gone bran. And Mayo's silent, departed man ends up in some laneway with a bottle in his hand.
I knew Danny Farrell when his football was a can, with his hand-me-downs and the welliers and his sandwiches of bran. But now this pavement peasant is a full-grown bitter man, with all the trials and troubles of his travelling people's clan. He's a loser, a boozer, a me and you user, a raider, a trader, a people police hater, so lonely and only, what you'd call a courier. Still now, Danny Farrell, he's a man. I knew Danny Farrell when he joined the national school. He was lousy at the Gaelic, we called him Amadon, a fool. He was brilliant in the toss school, or trading objects in the pawn. By the time he was an adult, all his charming ways had gone. I knew Danny Farrell when we queued up for the dole, and he tried to hide the loss of pride that eats away the soul. Mending pots and kettles is a trade lost in the past. There's no handouts here for tinkers, was the answer when he asked. He's a loser, a boozer, a me and you user, a raider, a trader, a people police hater, so lonely and only, what you'd call a courier. Still now, Danny Farrell, he's a man. I still know Danny Farrell, Saw him just there yesterday, drinking methylated spirits with some winos on the quay. He's 40 going on 80, with his eyes of hope bereft, and he told me this for certain, there's not many of us left. He's a loser, a boozer, a me and you user, a raider, a traitor, a people police hater, so lonely and only, what you'd call a courier. Still now, Danny Farrell, he's a man. It's true that Dublin's changing since the pillar was blown down by the winds of violence that are buggering up the town. We used to solve a difference with a digging match and a jar, but now they're all playing bang bang, that's going too bleeding far. So we'll all go up to the Mero, hey there, who's your man? It's only me guardian angel, get a large one for your man. There's no use bleeding Russian, sure now it's the holy hour, a plenary indulgence and another baby power.